Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is an entry onto the dry snuff nasal playlist. That said, it is not part of any group. So for 4 or 5 years now, in between groupings at times, I have slipped American products, Scotch snuffs. And this is one that had been eluding me until very recently. This review is thanks to Toy Obsessed, who sourced this product from me. This is W.E.Garrett and Sons classic Scotch snuff. This is one of two. The sweet version will be next week. So with that, we will be taking this over the desk to take a closer look at the packaging. In the last 20 seconds or so of this video, there will be a pop-up of this playlist and another review from it. I will probably make that another American product that I've done in the past. So this has some standout points on the packaging, so let's get over there now. And here we are. So if no one has really taken note yet, I will point out what became very obvious to me very quickly. A tin lid. And bottom. Up until now, and I hadn't really thought about it, I must have never done American Snuff Company dry snuff. Alright? Because I've never had anything that had a tin lid. And once I got this, once Toy Obsessed sent it to me, it arrived, I was like, wait a minute, what the heck is this about? Now, that said, the other companies, American companies I've done, have plastic, and they are all plastic in between. This is rolling with actually cardboard under here, and I know that because they did an absolutely terrible job of the label. That said, they may have purposely been setting this high to make sure the product does not open up. You will be seeing me use an X-Acto knife to open this. I'm going to try to keep the packaging intact. So there's the front. This would have been the very beginning of what is today American Snuff Company, which is why you're seeing on the lid since 1782. And why you're seeing their first major storefront. Now, the original mill was outside of Hockessin, Delaware, but their first actual store was in Philadelphia, and that is the actual address of that. That weight is 1.15 ounces. That is 32 grams, 0.6. So it is about 2 grams less than a can of dip. American Snuff Company manufactures it. This is coming out of, they're still saying Memphis, Tennessee. 68% U.S., 32% imported. Do have a slight issue with that just because this type of product, there is no reason not to use 100% U.S., and especially at these prices. Now, Toy Obsessed is in a western state that is fairly high tax, but a container this size of most products like this are usually in the $15 range. His was a little bit higher due to the state he's in. Also of note is the fact that they are saying this product can cause mouth cancer. So to answer anything that you may be thinking in the back of your head right now, I will be also dipping this. Barcode and whatnot. There is some sort of code on the back. It looks, I can't even tell which way it goes, to tell you the truth. It almost looks like it's like hand etched. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. But with that, let's open it up. I have the X-Acto right here. And I will try to keep it on camera. You could probably cut this with your nail if you really wanted to. Oh, okay. And hopefully I'm not slicing right through that cardboard, because that has already crossed my mind. Alright. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, okay. Whoa! They got this thing packed all the way to the top. Holy crap. Oh. Okay, so it actually has some color to it, which is more than I can say for some of the Swisher products. Another one that has color is the American Snuff Company product. Not the American Snuff Company, I apologize. The U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company product, Bruton, has some color to it. It is very light and dry. So, putting that down, we will attempt to get you even closer. And I'm not even quite sure what I should use to... Let's try this. It is a fine mill, which is not... This is the norm for American products. Something that fine and dry, that is par for the course, with the exception of Checkerberry from Swisher. This is the norm. So with that, we will head back up top while I figure out how the heck I'm going to do this. Now, for people that usually do the can bend to dip this, you're not going to be able to really do that. I mean, you can bend this, no problem, but you can't bend it back to recap the product, so I'm not quite sure how you'd go about that. I use a Prillis maker, so it won't be an issue for me, but I thought I would throw that out. Let's head back up top. Okay, so we are back. The good side or the upside of products, this type of product is, really, it never goes bad. Every once in a while, just to make myself realize that the stuff's really strong and shouldn't be messed with, I still do the Bruton, which I probably reviewed a couple years ago now. And it's like one of these cans is like a lifetime supply of this stuff. So I still dip the Bruton now that I think about it. But when they say dry snuff, you don't have to worry about getting old product, okay? Because its natural state, it would be impossible for it to get any drier. That said, they are usually strong. So we are going to get this. Wow, they got that it is up to the top. And I'm going to go light on this. And that is why. Oh my God, the burn. Woo. Oh my God. Okay, so it's really, really strong. It's in line, along the lines of the Bruton. The nicotine hit is up there. It's not the strongest I've ever had. That'd probably be something out of India. But it's nothing to be. You don't want to do too much. Number one, the burn would you'd immediately start sneezing. This stuff, for people that are thinking about getting it, I don't even know if this stuff is really sold on the U.S. market. It's made for the U.S. market. It's made in the U.S. There's a reason why they're putting mouth cancer warnings on that. I may be the only guy in this country that's actually sniffing this stuff. Wow. Yeah. It has a dark, fired scent to it. I'm going to do a little more because basically. Okay, which brings up the next point. Holy. For something without menthol, my sinuses feel incredibly clear right about now. Okay, that was obviously a bridge too far. That might have been a couple bridges too far. Man, the burn, too. So I was sneezing, like, completely out my mouth, not to lose the product. What I was about to get into... about to get into there. This might be stronger than the Bruton. My eyes are watering. What I was about to get into there was this stuff is so fine and so dry. Do not take it too far. When I did that second round on the first nostril and started coughing, that was because that hit the back of my throat. I sniffed too hard. This stuff can't be sniffed hard. Should be done in small amounts. And I would, as far as nasally go, say this is not a beginner product. If you're not already getting that from this review. That said, it's really good. I like it. It is like the American Snuff Company equivalent. Equivalent to the Bruton. It may be more potent, which I never thought I'd run into an American product more potent than the Bruton, but it may be. It definitely has more of a burn. So I'm going to pause it, and then we're going to dip this, because this is obviously something I want to put in my mouth. Okay, and I'm back. Renaming the channel the Misadventures of Suit&Tie, Prillis Maker, and the can of... This is no longer Garrett Scotch Snuff. This is the can of Danger. Prillis Maker, and you're saying that's a broken pencil sticking out? Yeah, and yes it is. It makes it work better. It just... the pencil just slipped. Okay, here we go. Alright. Alright, so basically this Prillis Maker has a... You'll see. Yeah, it sinks all the way down. This stuff is so ridiculously dry. It's like... It's got a dark fired flavor to it. It is so dry. I'm actually blowing some of it out. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. It's got a flavor very, very similar to the Bruton. No mouthfeel or anything like that. And to tell you the truth, I don't even know if I could gauge nicotine now that I've already done it nasally, so there may be a couple gray areas here with this. It moistens up though. Some of the products in the past, the dry snuff products that they take, I've used the Prillis Maker, and like Railroad Mills would turn, like the outside of it would get wet, and it would turn into this like brown pebble. no movement through it of any saliva or whatnot, no back product. It was like, hey, I just put this little tiny piece of turd in my mouth, and now I'm just sitting here telling you about it. This, I can actually taste it. It is similar in taste to Bruton. That said, there's nothing special about that taste outside the fact that they both taste like dark fired tobacco. I like it. My nose is like, oh no you don't. You will never open that can again. I actually dig this stuff. And you know what? I've caught myself a few times. In fact, I think I even did it on a council hangout live that we do weekly. A couple weeks ago, I think I did some there. The problem with this stuff is there is absolutely no way you can evacuate it out of your mouth in polite company. Okay. In fact, I don't even attempt. I literally will go to a faucet, get water, and put water in. I don't even try to get this out because I don't know. Now see that lower part up against the lip down low is still dry. So I'm not even getting the full flavor of the whole thing. And I didn't really work at it. It's going now. All in all, sound product. Pricey. Okay? 15, 16, could be $17. Depends on your state. And it's not just this one. That's the going rate for Kansas size now. That said, this is like, let me put it this way. Bruton can's the same size. I've been off and on dipping that. Probably close to 2 years. Not often. Once or twice a month, this or what. The can's only halfway down. Like, if you're dipping it every day, not quite sure. But I still think it would last you a while. Anyway, this has been my review of Garrett & Sons, W.E.Garrett & Sons Classic Scotch Snuff in the 1.15 ounce can. Metal lid, cardboard sides. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. As always, do take care of yourselves, and God bless.